Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss another important sequence data type supported by Python. We already discussed list, dictionaries, tuples which are also the sequence data types. But now we are going to discuss set. What is the difference between a set and the other sequence data types? Set is a collection of items enclosed within set of curly braces separated by comma. We already discussed one sequence data type of this form, a set of elements enclosed within set of curly braces separated by comma, that is dictionary. What is the difference between a dictionary and a set? Dictionary is a collection of elements or items in the form of key value pair. That means every element is a combination of key and a value corresponding to it separated by a colon. But set is a collection of elements which are all of individual data types, individual data or individual values. What is the difference between a list or tuple and set? List and tuple are supporting the duplication of the values. That means you can have a value more than one time in your list or tuple. But set is not allowing the duplication at all. That means you cannot have one value more than one time in a set. You can have n number of elements of any data type. You can have integer, float, tuple or dictionaries. Sorry, you cannot have dictionaries. You can have individual, float, tuple or string as the part of any set, but you cannot have list or dictionaries as part of any set, because lists and dictionaries are mutable data types. Suppose if you modify the values, then sometimes there's a possibility of duplication. What is the major advantage of using set comparing to list or tuple is that set is having a highly optimized method to do a search process. That means you can check whether the given element, one particular element is available in the given set or not by using a highly optimized method. Now let us start having a sample set underscore 1 equal to, let me have two integer values 1 comma 2 and one string or one or two string values, for example 4, then 5. These are the string values. Then let us have one tuple, for example 7, 8, 9. Now we have variety of data. We have variety of data in this set, right? We have integers, we have strings, we have tuple. Now let us check the type of the set. For example, print of type of set underscore 1. Now let us check the type of this set. Set is of type class set. So there is a predefined data type called set, which is a predefined class in Python. Now, how to print a set? Just like list or tuple. So print of set underscore 1, which is the name of the set we created. Yes, now your list is your set is accepted and it's listing all its values. Now what's next? Set can be created by calling a predefined set function. So you can provide a list of values separated by comma enclosed in set of curly braces. Otherwise, you can call a set function by passing all the values you want to be there in that set as its arguments. Now let us have a sample set of, then you have 1, 2, then 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. But what you want to do is you want to make or you want to form all these elements as a set or list. You can form everything, whatever you want to have in that particular set as a member in a form of a list, and send and pass it to the set function. Now let us run the code. You see, now the list is actually having different values 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. That means integers, strings and tuples all are given in a form of a list, in a single list. Set is forming your new set by taking all these values as its members, right? So this is how you can create a set using set function. Now next one is, a set cannot have duplicate values. That means every value in the set can be there only one time. That means you can have only one copy of any value in the set. Now let us have a sample. Set underscore 1 equal to 1 comma 2. Let me give this 1 comma 2 one more time. That means I'm creating a duplicate of this 1 and 2, right? Now if I print this, if you see, this 1 and 2 are taken one time. That means set is not allowing duplication. Even if you are providing duplicate values, the single instance, only one instance of that particular uh, value will be accepted as member of that set. That is what the specialty of the set. Now next one is, a set cannot have mutable elements like list or dictionary in it. So it can have any type of data except list and dictionaries, because lists and dictionaries are the mutable data types, right? So now let us check how set is behaving when you are having a mutable data type as its member. For example, let me add one list here, 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? So let me add one list as the member of this set underscore 1 set. Now let me run the code. You can see an error thrown, right? That is unhashable type list. That means list is not supported to be the part of or the member of any set. So you cannot have a list or dictionary as a part of a set. Now next one is creating empty set. So a set without any values is called empty set. But what is the issue here is, suppose if you create an empty set like this, a set of curly braces without any elements, then this will not be considered as a set, it will be considered as a dictionary, because the dictionary is a collection of elements enclosed within double the curly braces and separated by comma. But if you are not providing any elements within the set of curly braces, then it will be considered as a dictionary. Now let us print the type of this set underscore 1. So type of set underscore 1. Now let us check what type it is. You can see it's created as a dictionary, right? So your empty set of curly braces is considered as a dictionary, not as a set. In that case, how to create an empty set? There's a method, that is, you can call set method by passing any or without any arguments. Simply you can call the set method uh, without passing any arguments. So the set method will return or create a set without any element. That means that it will create an empty set and it will return the reference to that empty set. Now it is stored in set underscore 1. Now let us check the type of the data now created. It is set. See, it's not dictionary now, right? So if you want to create an empty set without any elements, you have to use set method, or you have to call set method without any arguments, right? Now next one is, accessing an element using index is meaningless, right? So as I told you, right, the set is an unordered collection, so the order of the elements is not there properly. So even if you use index, right, it is not going to be useful. That means every time it will give a new element as a result. So here, if you are providing or if you are accessing an element in the set by using index, it will throw an error. Now let us check it. For example, let me have a set like this, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, right? And now let me try to print the element, for example 3, which if I assume that the index will be actually 2, 0, 1, 2, right? So now let me try to print the element 3 by using the index 2, right? So set underscore 1 of, within square bracket I have to mention 2, right? So if I run this, I will get an error. What is that error? Set object is not subscriptable. That means you cannot access any element in the set by using the index of that element in that set, right? Now let us move to the next content. If you want to add an element into the set, what to do, right? So we have two methods to add the elements into this set. One is add method and another one is update method. So add is usually supporting adding single element into the set, and update is supporting adding multiple elements into the set. Now let us have a sample on that, right? So let me call this add method set underscore one dot add of. Let me add one more element, for example 6, right? And now let me print it. And if you print this, you can see the new element 6 is added into that set, right? So this is adding single element into a set. How to add more than one element, one or more elements into a set? That means more than one element into a set in a single statement. So that is, you can use update method, right? So update is accepting a collection of elements in the form of list or tuple, and all the elements of the list or tuple will be added to the set which is to be modified. So for example, let me have a tuple here, right? So 6, 7, 8. So now let us check to see with set underscore one set 6, 7, 8 is actually 6, 7, 8 are upload no added, or it is modified. Now you see the result, they are displayed. Now you can have even another set as another set to be part of this set, right? For example, update of a set of elements within set of curly braces, okay, right? That is a set, right? For example 9 and 10. So I can update the set with another set, right? I can add another set as part of this existing set. Now let us check it. You see, now you can add a set also to existing set. So update method is supporting adding new elements or more than one element into a given set in the form of lists or tuples or even uh, sets, right? So this is how we can add new elements. Now let us move to the next one, that is removing the elements from the set. Removing the elements from the set. We have two methods to remove elements from the set. One is discard, another one is remove, right? You can use discard or remove. Both are removing one element. Both are removing one element at a time from the given set. Then what is the difference between discard and remove? If you use discard, then discard will remove the element, and if the element to remove is not there in that set, then it will not give any response. Just it will not do any work. Okay, if the element to delete is not there in the given set, then it will not give any response. But what this remove will do is, if the element to remove is not there in that set, then it will raise an error. Now let us check a sample. So let us have one set underscore 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let me remove, for example, set underscore 1 dot 2. 1 dot remove of 2. And now let us print after the removal. So print of set underscore 1. Let's run the code. See, now 2 is already removed. Okay, in the given resultant set, 2 is already removed. Okay, but now let me check if I remove 6 which is not there in that set. In that case, what is the behavior of this remove? Right, you see it's showing a key error 6. That means you cannot remove an element or data which is not there in that set. So remove is actually raising an error if the element to remove or delete is not there in that list or set. At the same time, if you use discard, it is also removing one element from the set. But if you use discard, if the element to remove is not there in the set, it will not show any response. Okay, so this is what actually the difference between the remove and discard. So till now we discussed what is set and the properties of set, the difference between the list, tuples, dictionaries and set, and how to create a set, how to create a set using set function, how to create an empty set, and what will be the behavior of set if you are trying to access an element using index, and how to add an element into the set, how to remove element from the set, and all these things. So I hope that you understood how to work with sets. So happy programming. Thank you.